Hi, in this video, we'll talk about whether this tax strategy is the best tax strategy for business owners in Canada. Hi, my name is Sam. I'm a Canadian CPA. I used to work at one of the big four accounting firms, and now I have my own tax practice. So the premise of this strategy is that you have a Canadian-controlled private corporation. And this corporation has an active business income. So we'll have a business. And this active business generates active income. Let's change this to this. And then as this company accumulates cash, it will invest in let's change this to this, in Canadian publicly traded companies. And then these companies will pay eligible dividends to this corporation. Let's change this. Let's change this. And then this corporation will pay eligible dividends to the owner. Let's change this too. So because in Canada, if you have a Canadian-controlled private corporation, the first $500,000, you will pay a low corporate tax rate, and then you invest in Canadian publicly traded companies, and then you will receive eligible dividends. And normally, you will have to pay non-eligible dividends to the owner, but in this case, you will be able to pay eligible dividends, which is subject to a lower personal tax rate. And when you combine them together, it should be around 15% on $100,000. So let's see if it's right. So let's say we have here active business income, let's say $100,000. And then we will have to pay corporate tax. And let's assume we are in Ontario, so it's going to be 12.2%. So the profit is $87,000 or $88,000. So then we're going to use that $88,000 and we're going to invest in Canadian publicly traded companies. And we do that over time. And eventually our portfolio is big enough that it will pay us, let's say, $100,000 of eligible dividends. So then eligible dividends. So we're going to receive $100,000 of eligible dividends from our investments, and then we're going to have to pay refundable tax of 38.33%. But this is a temporary tax, which means if we do want to issue dividends to ourselves, we can actually pay issue $100,000, because by issuing $100,000, we're going to receive a dividend refund of $38,000. So this will offset. So essentially here, what happens is that these eligible dividends can pass through our corporation to the individual owner without paying any taxes. And that makes sense because Canadian publicly traded companies already pay tax on active business income. It doesn't make sense to tax this corporation on that profit again, other than just temporarily. There's a reason for that, which we'll discuss in another video. But the point here is that you can pass eligible dividends through your corporation to yourself without paying any taxes there. So instead of paying $100,000, let's say we're going to pay $87,800, right? So first, eligible dividends received. So now we're on the personal level. So instead of $100,000, I'm going to put $87,800. And then let's go to taxtips.ca, one of the best websites out there. And we'll change this to 87,800 as Canadian eligible dividends. So then we will only have to pay about $2,000 in taxes. So then personal cash, combined personal, well, corporate and personal tax. Effectively, we paid $14,000 in taxes on $100,000 profit, which is amazing. And if we actually compare, so let's say scenario number one. In scenario number one, let's say we pay salaries. To pay $100,000 salaries, you'll need to pay $4,400 in CPP. So then you can only pay, let's say $95,000 in salaries. So let's put it here. So then you'll have to pay, so salary, 95570, and then you have corporate or employer CPP of this much, and then personal tax, and then employee CPP. And then your personal tax is $19,000. Then combine total. So in this case, you'll pay about $28,000, or if you exclude CPP, because it's not really tax, it's benefits or pension, and then it's $19,000. Scenario number two is you receive, so this is salary, this is non-eligible dividend. So like in this case, we receive active business income, then we pay taxes, and then we can only pay non-eligible dividends unless we do this. So in this case, we have $87,800 left inside the corporation. And then we will go to this tax calculator and then go to Canadian non-eligible dividends. So we'll have to pay $10,000 in taxes. Let's just add corporate tax. It's $12,000. So $12,000 is paid by the corporation, and then the individual pays $10,000 in personal tax, non-eligible dividend. Here we go. So then the total tax is $22,000, and then scenario number 3, which is what we did now. Let's add eligible dividend. Corporate tax is the same, but here the personal tax is only $1,962. So the total is $14,000. And if we divide it by $100,000, 29%, 22%, and 14%, which is amazing. So yes, if this works, then you'll be paying about 14% on $100,000. Obviously, the hardest part is to build up a portfolio big enough that it can pay you $100,000 in eligible dividends. And another thing to keep in mind is that as this corporation receive investment income, it will grind your small business deduction, and therefore more of your active business income will be subject to the higher corporate tax rate, which is 26.5% in Ontario and not 12.2%. But other than that, this strategy works very, very well. That's it. What's your thoughts on this strategy? Comment below. And by the way, I teach accountants and bookkeepers how to prepare Canadian corporate tax returns. If you're interested, click the link below to learn more.